All right, back working on this carburetor again. It's slowly leaking sand out from the sandblasting the other night, last night, whenever it was. Anyway, just a Marvell carburetor. There's lots of different models, but the internals are all really similar. I know I blasted most of it the other night. I'll probably go back and hit some of those parts again, some of these screws, probably go across the wire wheel. Clean the threads up real quick, just make sure everything's nice and clean before I go put it back together. Kind of curious, this one's been laying around in the barn for a couple of years. Like open, exposed. I'm kind of curious what the inside of it looks like. So once you get those 4 main screws off, and just a normal little crack like that, and if you're gentle, come on, you can save that gasket. If you can see down in there. I don't know how we can see down in there. It's not horrible. There's a little bit of rust, but really, for having sat around, inside that bad boy doesn't look too bad at all. Float doesn't look too bad. Pin out. That doesn't look horrible. I tore the gasket a little bit. Normally, if you're really careful, you can save these gaskets, and then it's just a matter of cleaning the carburetor up and putting it back together. Some more sand out, but I think it's torn a couple places. I'll go ahead and buy a kit, put new gaskets in. Really, it doesn't look too bad inside, all things considered. Gotta get a different screwdriver. Entertain yourself while I dig through looking for the screwdriver anymore. Try this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if this will work. Well, it doesn't feel like it wants to. Oh, got one of them. Got one of them broke loose. That's half the battle, right? Well, it is if there's only 2 screws. If there's 4 screws, it'd be a quarter of the battle. Or so says old school math. Yep. Oh, got it. There it goes. That's that. You know you want to come out of there. Come on. Come on. Come on. And right there's the throttle plate. Main throttle shaft. So maybe it's got a felt seal in there that'll have to come out before I do some more cleaning. This is the idle air control valve, or idle air control needle. It doesn't actually control the amount of fuel. It controls the amount of air. There's a really, if you can get her, you'll see it. There's a really small air passage down in there. It actually picks up air here coming in, goes up and around and comes in. So you can imagine this put together. That air hits the stream of fuel coming into the engine or into the carburetor and helps vaporize the fuel. A lot of times guys will have one that smokes when it idles and they think it's running too rich, so they keep cranking that down, or they keep shutting off the air and just making it worse. That smoke at idle is actually because it's running lean, because the air isn't busting up you don't have enough air to bust up the flow of incoming fuel. So you have big droplets of fuel. Big drops of fuel don't burn so well. So therefore, it smokes. You think it's running rich, it's actually it's burning lean. Looks rich, burning lean. Open that valve up, give it a little more air, bust that fuel up a little bit, and they run a lot better. It's taken me a while to figure that out, learn that, whatever, from a lot of guys a whole lot smarter than me on these things. But anyway, get that out of there. Ooh. There we go. Okay, broke loose. Ooh, that sounds a bit gritty. That would be the high-speed screw adjustment. And I lost the needle, and at one point actually took just a regular brass screw that had the right thread pitch. Was able to pinch on it at work in the metal lathe and made a new one. I may have to see if I can get, because this brass is all screwed up. See if I can't get a better high-speed seat for that. Whew. Damn, it's got a lot of sand down in there. You hear that gritty? Whew. Dirty, dirty. Long-winded. Wow. Lots of thread on that, dude. Come on. Are you done yet? Almost. And right there's the main jet. Lots of little holes. See if I can get the. Come on. Well, maybe I won't. Alright, I get a better screwdriver. Be right back. Huh. Well, maybe we won't be taking the choke plate out in this video. Anyway, two more screws in there, get the choke plate out, and then one screw here gets all this assembly off, and then that's pretty well got it stripped down. I guess I could try to take, maybe not. Now I can get it. Could take that out and maybe try to get that little seat out. Huh? I wasn't sure that would come out. That'll be dude right there. Goes right down in there. Got him out. One of these days I'm gonna make a big screwdriver to take those seats out. But anyway, that's the last little bit of brass really left in the top half. Get that stuff out there, and then there's some more cleaning tricks to do to this to finish getting all the dirt out of all the little passages and stuff, and that big bad boy will be ready to put back together. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. I'll be back later.